What up, Julian? What up? What up? All right, Kwame, I'm about to hang up. All right. What up, Julian? Let's see.
Perfect.
About to start in a second.
Toronto's new high-limit room is awesome.
What's up? What's up, guys? What's up? Can y'all hear me?
What's up?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We got John. There's Trail.
Yeah.
See you guys there. John, where's Nick at?
I don't know. I sent him in marketing, so they'll be here.
All right.
Well, Nick for sure. I don't know about Mark, but Nick for sure.
Nah, I know it's Mark's birthday, so I ain't expecting him.
Right.
There we go. Who just popped in?
Yo, what up?
Dale, what's good?
Yo, what's up, people?
What's good, people? What's good? Let me
All right.
come out of this.
Kansas City, what's happening?
To that nation in the building.
What's good, people? What's good? Hopefully you guys are. Hold on, let me get my intro off. Before we get started. Let me do my little thing. Hopefully you guys can't hear it on your side, but it's gonna be a little loud. All right, we are back in the building. KC Sports Show. Join alongside me, our special co-host. I'm gonna name them in a second. Let me get my intro off. We got a jam-packed show for you good people. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Philly edition. Philly special. All right, good people. We are back. This is the KC Sports Show, and I got some special guests in the house. I'm gonna start off with my boy John from Sports4u. Shout out to my boy John.
What's going on, KC?
What's good? I also got my boy Cody from Ballers and Briefs in the house. What's good, Cody?
What's up, everybody? What's up, KC? What's up,
What's
fellas?
up? And I also got Dale from BS and Beers Media. What's good, Dale? Thank you for joining us.
To that nation in the building. Stand up, baby.
And last but definitely not least, my boy Trail from Sports4u and the Wrestling Podcast. Shout out to my guy Trail. What's good, man?
Yo, what's happening? What's going on, KC, John, Cody, Dale? What's good, Philly? What's happening? What's happening?
And my brother, who is definitely a part of my show. Shout out to my brother Kwame, the longtime Eagles fan. 30 plus years of being an Eagles fan. How you fellas doing? Thank you for joining me tonight. But how are you guys doing tonight?
I'm good here, man.
Better.
Could be better.
Fresh off a Super Bowl championship. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm getting better. I wasn't gonna miss this show from my guy Casey, man. I wasn't gonna miss it.
Man, Trail, I appreciate it, man. Hey, man, we got a jam-packed show. We're gonna do a Super Bowl breakdown. Also, too, we're gonna get into a few things free agency-wise with the Eagles and the Chiefs. But before we get started, I want to let the viewership know we do have a raffle going on. I'm gonna say it at the end of the stream. You gotta make it all the way to the stream. Just put !raffle in the chat in order to be entered. And we're gonna do some trivia. I want to test you guys' your sports brains out. Pause. Sports brains out. Yeah. First question before we get into it, just the icebreaker question. There's only 3 questions. I'm gonna put it down below. And you can answer in the private chat. If you can see the question is, what NBA Hall of Famer's grandfather played with the very first iteration of the Eagles team and won the championship back in 1926? Viewership, please don't answer the question for them. This is only for the co-host. Can anybody guess?
That's deep.
I know
Chamberlain.
Put John, you got to put it in the damn chat.
It was 1926. He was not black.
Well, that's fact.
Private
so
chat.
Got me there.
Put it.
Wait, this what happens in private chat?
Yeah, do you guys see a private chat? If not, then just put it in the chat. Do you see the private chat? Okay, put it in the private chat. Again, Hall of Famer NBA player's grandfather played with the first iteration of the Philadelphia Eagles and won the championship back in 1926. I know it's a really deep question, and I'm gonna actually give you the roots of where this question came from. So let me put my little elevator music on. Y'all got 30 seconds.
That's tough.
Man, I don't even know. And that's like
I
trivia's up my alley, and this is one I don't even know.
I just threw something out there. This name I've heard somewhere.
Oh, I know. I think I know.
Kobe.
Come on.
Yeah.
All right, time's up. Come on. All right, so I'm gonna go down your guys' answers. I got John. You put Bob Cousy. No. Kwame, you put Larry Bird. No, sir. I'm disappointed in you. You're an Eagles fan. You should know this. Dale, you put Nate Archibald. I haven't heard that name in so long. That's
Celtics.
Wrong. No. And somebody also put Bob Cousy as well. Trail. So the answer to this question is. Check this out. You're not gonna believe it. John Stockton.
Yeah,
John Stockton.
We know it was somebody white though.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't black. I know that.
John Stockton. So
I never got that.
So let me give you the origins of why I came up with this question. So John Stockton actually he was name dropped in the Super Bowl by Kendrick Lamar. And it just so happened to be his grandfather played for the first iteration of the Eagles. Remember, he's about to pass on his body like John Stockton. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You see where I'm coming from?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That was clever.
Yeah. I had to throw something in there for you guys. So
Only John Stockton and his family know that.
Pretty much.
all right, good people. Sponsorships before we get right into it. We got Factor 75. My code is right there down below. We also got Bet US 125% off. And all the other links down below for my Amazon affiliate code for all the equipment that I use. Let's get right into the thick of things. Where'd my guy Dale go? He must have.
I'm here.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to make sure you ain't leave. All right, so we're gonna get right into the thick of things. The Philadelphia Eagles won our second championship in like the last 7 years. I am going to let my brother take take the head with this one. What did you think about the Super Bowl overall, Kwame?
It was the greatest, second greatest moment. I should say third, other than the birth of my son. But it was the second greatest back in 2018 and this time. I did not cry this time. I did not get to go to the Super Bowl. Went to the championship game, made it to the parade, but it's definitely the highlight of my year. Probably going to be the highlight of the next couple of years because I think we're going to be back and we're going to win it at least 2 more times before this decade is over.
Okay. All right. Cody, what you think? Cody, let me get your thoughts on this Super Bowl.
It played the way that we said when you were on our show. It played the way that we thought. We did say it was going to be a runaway for the Eagles. And to be honest with you, I wasn't like a lot of people. And you and I were texting back and forth. I never thought it was over until it was over, just because the simple fact of the matter is it felt like the NFL was just trying to find a way. And we'd seen Patrick Mahomes do dumb shit and come back from points before. So, but I do think that we can say that Tom Brady does have a curse on Patrick Mahomes. So
he definitely does. John, what's your thoughts, man? John, let me get your thoughts.
Before the season, I had the Eagles. I had the Chiefs and the Lions in the Super Bowl. So I had picked the Chiefs just because I wanted to be halfway right, since I didn't want to backtrack on my pick. But as far as with the game, I didn't expect that. I could see the Eagles possibly winning, but a beatdown like that was not on the bingo card. And it just shows you defense wins championships, because I can relate to when the Broncos lost to the Seahawks. We got cursed them 43-8, and we had the number one offense in NFL history. Fast forward 2 years later, we beat Carolina 24-10 with a mediocre offense and the number one defense. So it just tells you.
Hey, man. Yeah, that's true. Our defense. I got a statistic for the defense, too, but let my guy Trell go. Trell, what are your thoughts? Trell, you got your mic muted.
Don't mute, bro.
All right, my bad. I was looking. It reminded me of the Kansas City game against the Niners, the first one, where they was down, and they usually have a habit of they go down and then they have this monumental comeback. So I'm like, I wasn't really tripping because I had the Eagles winning the whole game, but when the score kept getting racked up and Mahomes threw a pick six, I would say, no, this game is different. I don't think they're going to come back from this. And then when he threw a pick again, which led to the Eagles scoring, which at that point, they might as well just throw in another pick six. So that was the easy touchdown pass. I'm like, this game is wraps. There ain't no way. And then the calls were going the Eagles' way, which is like rare because almost the whole season, the calls are going the Chiefs' way. So I was looking for everybody to say, where's the Eagles? Where's the refs now? Did they forget to go to the Super Bowl? Did they get fired on the way to the Super Bowl and they got replaced by actual refs that's on the NFL payroll, not the Mahomes payroll? It was a bad omen for the Chiefs all day, and I thought for sure that Saquon was going to be a factor, but it was Jalen Hurts.
It was Jalen Hurts. I got something for Jalen Hurts too. Dale, last but not least, what are your takes?
Definitely didn't predict that. But I mean, the Eagles spagnola. Like that's what happened, and that's the recipe to win championships and beat a good quarterback, like one of the best quarterbacks in the league. We've seen it already with Brady. You get pressure with 4, it's hard to complete passes in the NFL. Don't care who you are. And we saw Mahomes become human, and we saw Andy Reid become human, and this thing can happen to anybody if you get pressure with 4.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know where John. I believe it's the Broncos. Coleman, where does your allegiance lie?
I'm a Texans fan.
Okay, cool. I just need to know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So look,
H-Town till I drown.
he got the blunt of the refs with the Houston Texans and Patrick. All right, so look, check this out, guys. I watched that game, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought the refs was gonna be on some bullshit because there was a invisible offensive pass interference, which they rarely never call on AJ Brown, and I was shocked. I was like, here we go again. But and again, this is a free fall for anybody to chime in if you see it in. Please, by all, tell me. But my whole synopsis of the game was Jalen Hurts. It is fueled by the hate that the media, the mainstream media, gives him, and he proved he can do it on a large scale. Now, hot take: Jalen would have won the MVP the last Super Bowl if the Eagles would have won. Point blank. Period.
Dig deeper into Jalen. Philly made Jalen. Bama tried. Oklahoma tried, but Philly made Jalen. We give our players a lot of criticism. Jalen took it, and we made him stronger. He is going to be a Hall of Famer at one point. 2-time Super Bowl first 5 years, and I think he's going back at least 2 more times. He's going to get it there. We made him.
It all depends on the
Oklahoma
coordinator.
didn't do a bad job with Hurts now.
Go ahead,
Say
Dale.
that again.
Oklahoma didn't do a bad job with Hurts.
They didn't make him a champion like we did.
I think the biggest thing that happened with him in college was the confidence. I mean, the mere fact that you got replaced by Tua in the national championship game, that could blow anybody's confidence. And
But you forget he replaced Tua too. He did the same thing to Tua. He did the same thing to Tua.
He did. But it took a toll on him when he had to transfer out. Well, I wouldn't even say it took a toll on him. I would have transferred out too if that would have happened to me. Anybody in their right mind would have transferred out of that school. If you are a starter for a national championship team and you get replaced, yes, you're going to another school. That's hands down. But I think Jalen Hurts needs more credit than what people give him because he's faced adversity after adversity after adversity. I mean, when he got drafted, he was a second-round draft pick. It was already people denying him, saying that he's not really a good quarterback. Hell, the head coach, Kwame, what's the head coach that won us the first Super Bowl? I always draw a blank on his name.
Peterson.
Doug Peterson didn't really believe in Hurts either. But
well, you really can't say that. We did draft him in the second round with Carson Wentz there. At least we knew Carson Wentz was a loser, which he is.
Because he don't have to set you, Big Dick Nick does.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say yo. Anyway,
wow.
Yo.
I mean, Nick Foles. You know, I saw this online, and I know we're doing a lot of Eagles talk, but they try to say put the top 5 Eagle quarterbacks in order. Right now it's Hurts, Foles, and then that's where it gets kind of questionable. Where I say,
time out.
Where's Jaworski?
Donovan McNabb and Randall Cunningham.
Yeah, they got
Get out of here, man. Just because he won a Super Bowl
done.
Man.
I disagree with you, Kwame. I can't put Nick Foles up there. I'm sorry.
What y'all got to say? What y'all saying?
Just because he won a Super Bowl does not make him a top. He's an Eagles legend, but he ain't better than no Donovan McNabb or dang ain't no Randall Cunningham. He's not even better than Michael Vick.
He got the job done. Hey, as
That's
a
true.
lifelong Eagles fan, he got the job done.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Nick Foles did beat Brady. He's one of the few that beat Brady at the Super Bowl.
Eli did it twice,
He's
though.
one of the few
ever. Drew Brees.
Are you serious?
We never beat Brady.
We can't be serious right now. Listen, I can't put Nick Foles that high.
What? We never beat Brady. What you mean?
Who?
In the Super Bowl.
I mean, well, okay, we never beat him in the Super Bowl, but you know, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Super Bowl. I know we beat him in that year. I remember. I'm talking about the Super Bowl.
Sorry, so you're.
Well, who's the greatest Saints quarterback?
Who's the same? Aaron Brooks.
Come on, man.
Nigga,
Come on.
hey, you know what?
Come on,
Nah, that's fighting words, dog.
Come on, man. Don't disrespect Breeze, like that.
I'm not going to.
Negro quarterback we like to forget about.
I got one that's deeper. I'm coming for you, John. Who's the greatest Bronco quarterback?
Oh, it's Elway. Do not give me Peyton. It's Elway. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's Elway.
Yeah, because they didn't even give Peyton Manning the MVP in the Super Bowl.
What you gonna say? Who you call for Broncos?
I have to agree. I have to agree that it's Elway, but if I had to pick between the two, I'd take Peyton over. Like as a Bronco, it's Elway, but as a player, it's Peyton. If I'm splitting hairs,
John?
yeah,
I duck throwing Peyton.
yeah, John. We already had this conversation. We're not going to rehash this shit. You know I stand with Peyton Manning. You know where I stand with Peyton
I
Manning.
know how you feel about Peyton, Cody. I know how you feel about Peyton. I know how you feel about Peyton. That's why I'm messing with you. You know.
But I love John. I love John Elway. But if I'm digging deep down into the whole of Broncos players, mine was a running back. My favorite player that played for the Broncos was a running back.
Terrell Davis?
TD. Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
Wait.
He's a Georgia Bulldog. He's a Georgia Bulldog. That's one of the reasons.
So Cody, wait. You put go back to the quarterbacks. You're putting Peyton over John Elway? Did I hear that right?
In quarterbacking, yes. Peyton is at least
You're going by stats. You're going by regular season stats.
Yeah, if I'm picking quarterback of all time, yeah.
Okay.
Elway's probably top. I think we said maybe top 6 in my opinion. It's top 6. I believe it's very fluid between like 3 and 6 somewhere in there. But the top 2 are Brady and Manning. Okay. Whichever order you want to put them
This is fluid.
Fluid.
It's fluid.
Okay. All right. Anyway, back to the Eagles talk. You guys over there arguing. I was actually very, very surprised at the first half going into the second half. I wasn't expecting it to be a blowout as it was. And I looked at the stats too, and we did not blitz not one time in that game. It was just our front four, which is even more shocking.
Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's Georgia Bulldogs. Yes. You got
Right.
Nolan Smith, you got Davis, and you got Carter.
Thank you.
All front 3. And we would have had 4.
Who will soon be the highest paid defensive player in the NFL in about 2 years?
Yeah, no doubt. No, he's gonna get Aaron Darnold money for sure, and it's not even close. But I mean, I'm just taken aback at looking at that stat, and then also looking at the stat of we got the youngest defense in the league, averaging 25. The average age is 25 with our defense. It's crazy. And they're still under contract. The only people that are really leaving is Sweat and Bond. So
it's kind of deeper than that because the defensive line played great. But if you look back 2 years ago when we played in those horrible field conditions, the same thing was supposed to happen.
Like what?
Except that the field conditions were horrible. We couldn't get a sack. We couldn't get anything because everybody was slipping and sliding. We should have did the same thing we did this game in that other Super Bowl against Kansas City. But we were indoors this time. We were playing in the dome, field conditions perfect, and so we did what we had to do.
You're welcome.
Listen. I agree with you, Kwame, because I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot the fact that first Super Bowl with Jalen, it was issues with the turf.
Watergate.
The what?
Yeah. It was Watergate. It was grass field. They overwatered it. Something happened out there.
Yeah, they had to change their cleats. So I guess they made sure the equipment manager had the right cleats on there, and it was just like sliding all over the place.
It wasn't a grass field.
It was turf.
They bring the grass in that morning. They don't. It's not natural grass on up there. They don't.
Yeah, and everybody was saying it was just slippery. What was it? What was it?
It was that. That was it.
Was it grass or turf?
He had the 11s on, then he went back. Then he went to the ones in the second half. So I saw you like what Kwame just said. He changed like all of them pretty much changed their cleats at halftime.
They had to. We weren't getting the Hurts. I mean, not Hurts. We weren't getting the Patrick Mahomes. It was slipping and sliding. Hassan Reddick had like 3 sacks, and he just kept falling. I'm watching the game. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. So that preparation plus
you on mute, Dale.
Dale, you saying something? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was saying that, like, with that preparation into this game, we just straight out balled. It wasn't any issues with the cleats. Our defense, that front 4 is dangerous. And then imagine, I like to flirt on the side of fantasy when it comes to like rosters. Imagine if we get like Myles Garrett. Now I know we don't got the cap space. I can dream.
Yeah.
I can dream.
Are you gonna give up Jordan Davis for him? Are you
Hell
gonna
no.
give up Jordan Davis and some picks for him?
No.
We're throwing away our future trying to get Myles Garrett. His contract is ridiculous. We don't need that. Why?
Yeah. I mean, why not?
But one of the things I did notice was Bryce Huff did not play.
Yes, I thought about that too. And he got a nice little contract. So I did see somewhere where if we trade him before, I think June, one of the deadlines, we won't take as much of a cap hit if we can get some trade value for Bryce Huff. It's I gotta look back at the details, but we can save some money if we get rid of Bryce Huff via a trade because he's under contract right now. So that did kind of bother me. It was like, give us Hassan Reddick back then. He's on the market. He doesn't want to be there.
You don't want Hassan Reddick.
Why?
I think he was a cancer in the locker room. I really do believe that he was sack hunting, trying to get paid, and therefore he didn't really want to I don't know if we want Hassan Reddick.
I got my guy Nick Freeze. Nick, you are fashionably. You are always fashionably late. I expected that from you. What's up, my guy Nick? Shout out to my guy Nick.
I'm not even gonna lie. I was about to leave when I heard sack chasing. I was like, nah, this ain't the show for me. I'm gonna get up out of here.
Nick, what up, fam?
What do you do, fam? How y'all doing?
Yeah, we good. The other half of Sports4u, my guy Nick Freeze. Welcome in. Give him a hand clap, good people. Give him a hand clap. Let's go.
Where does his allegiance lie?
Nick, who's your team?
I am a Raiders fan, of course.
Oh my!
If y'all don't know already. Yep.
Sheesh.
Yep, I know. I've heard it all. Oh, you think that's bad? I'm a Clippers fan too.
Hey, Nick, look, check this out. Y'all fucked over the Sixers. My brother is a Sixers fan. Y'all gave them the bum ass. Why'd y'all give him that bum ass? Who they give you, Kwame? Paul George. Why y'all give him Paul George?
Hey, look. I remember at the beginning of the year, people was like, we was crazy for letting him leave and all this stuff. It's like, yeah, Clippers tripping. They did all this and all that. What's going on? Paul George is playing terrible. I mean, he is looking bad out there. Hey, he ain't our problem no more.
That's your problem, Kwame. 76ers.
I can't argue.
Look, they tanking just like the Spurs are.
Yeah, but we don't have a first round pick. That is not true. We lost our first round pick. So they can't afford the tank.
Damn. Anyway, Nick, since you just joined us, I need to get your take on the Super Bowl overall. Give me a quick hot take.
The hot take was the week before I had called this ass whooping that happened.
You did.
You know,
you did.
I was like, everybody was talking about the game. I was like, nah, this is not going to be close. This is going to be. I saw it because it's just simple football. You know, the Eagles' offensive line and defensive line were better than Kansas City's, and that's what it just really boiled down to. The big boys up in front, they won the game.
All right, yeah. And two, if you looked at Vegas, the numbers were like Cody. I was on your show and I was like, look at the numbers, they going down. You even said it. I'm like, that's a telltale sign.
Point.
Vegas usually knows.
As low as it was.
Yeah, Vegas usually knows. So
the real Eagles MVP is our GM. How many of you guys would love to see your team assembled like ours is?
I love to see your fucking GM take a beer to the head and then just keep going. He's a fucking G. Howie is a G.
Hey,
I seen that shit.
Can I say something? Let me respond to Kwame right quick before Nick does.
Go ahead.
I gotta give my owner credit too, because Howie Roseman could have easily took his ball and went to another organization and built the dynasty there, but he stayed there out of loyalty to the Eagles. And then when the Chip Kelly era pretty much fell flat on his face, he was right there to pick up the pieces. So he needs to get more credit for that. Jeffrey Lurie gets credit for a minute. I effed up by giving Howie Roseman's control to someone who never had experience doing it.
Yeah, that we don't talk about that Chip Kelly era. We forgot about that era, you know.
I mean, I hate to pile on, but behind the Patriots since 2000, It's us. As far as success goes, it's a well-run organization. But this roster, I can't believe it. You know, I came up when McNabb, his best receiver was T.O. and Brian Westbrook. But other than that, it was Todd Pinkston, James Thrash. Like, who are those guys?
Oh,
This roster, some stuff could have got done.
No, this roster was stacked. Go ahead, Nick.
You need to thank some of these idiot teams, including my Raiders, for some of this happening too. Like the idiot Titans who decided to trade y'all AJ Brown. What an idiot trade. Then the Raiders who has needed like interior presence since Richard Seymour retired, had a chance to get Jalen Carter, but they decided not to get him because of because of something that happened that wasn't even his fault. So guess what happens? The Eagles is like, shit, y'all don't want him? Guess what? We got half his team over here. Come up over here.
He was supposed to go number one, like that whole draft, but that whole DUI issue.
Yeah, but he wasn't gonna go number one overall. He had number one overall talent, but he was gonna go number one overall for sure.
No.
But he for sure would have been with number 4 instead of us drafting stupid ass Tyree Wilson.
We'll take it.
I definitely credit the Eagles for drafting SEC players, but that's what they do. And if I was in place in a GM role, maybe I could have done the same thing too. But you know, listen, GMs like guys from the Saints, we like to draft people from Northern Iowa, because we like to prove that we're the smartest people in the room. Y'all doing it the easy way by drafting from the SEC.
Dale, I feel like that was a backhanded compliment, though. I feel like that was a backhanded compliment. No, Kwame, you felt that too? I felt that shit too. What was that?
We drafted a guy from Toledo in Iowa. Come on, Dale. Give us credit.
Yeah.
Oh, the Amazing White. Yeah.
Exciting. Get it right. It's an exciting white. God damn it.
Excuse me, the Exciting Whites.
In Middle Tennessee State. Come on, Dale.
Dog, Dale was trying to be. He had some slick shade talking about some. If I just drafted SEC guys too, I can be a GM. Dog, listen, we had the foresight to draft who we drafted. I mean, we got Alabama on our team with Devontae Smith. Jalen Hurts, kind of, sort of, even though
Alabama. I don't give a shit about Oklahoma.
Okay,
yeah.
Oklahoma.
I'm not giving Bama credit.
Yeah.
Okay, and then all Georgia players, because nobody wanted to pick up Eli Ricks for whatever reason. Nobody wanted to get Jordan Davis when we got him. Kobe Dean.
Idiots.
Nolan Smith fell to the end of the first round.
Yeah,
what?
He runs a 4.3.
He runs a 4.3. What?
But the trump card was the Giants. Thanks, the Giants organization.
I'm working on my shirt. Thank you, Giants.
The God Barkley. The greatest running back. He will make the Hall of Fame with 3 more years like this year.
Yeah, thank you, Giants.
Yeah, because without Saquon, who I mean, I'm not saying y'all wouldn't have made it to the Super Bowl, but who knows how that path would have took if y'all never got Saquon.
No, Saquon put us over the top. No doubt about that. Because last year we couldn't run the ball. We wouldn't hand the ball to Swift because we didn't believe in him. But this year it was so obvious. Saquon got 25 carries every game because it was just like, duh, give him the ball when everything else is not going right. Give Saquon the ball.
Give him the damn ball. Give me the damn ball.
I mean, 25 carries in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And you only get 50 yards. That's proving the point. That's saying, hey, we're going to run it down your throats. Then you got to stop.
They committed to the run. And it worked out for the best because, I mean, it was one or the other. You got one-on-one coverage with Devontae Smith or A.J. Brown, which should never be. You should always have 2 safeties high. But with Saquon as that running threat, and a few times I think he broke for 10 yards one time. It was just like, we rather have 8 in the box versus being, getting beat.
$20 million wide receivers on the same team. What a wonderful GM.
Crazy. All right, folks, let me break up the monotony there. I got my second question. Nick, you missed the first question. Nobody got it right. My second question, and this time anybody can answer it. Let me see. It's down below too. What year did the Philadelphia Eagles go to their first Super Bowl? Who was the quarterback and head coach? This should be a very easy one.
And Ron Joe
I know the coach was Dick Vermeil. I can't remember the year.
80 or 81.
You can put your.
Yeah, all I got is Vermeil.
You got the Vermeil?
I ain't gonna say his first name. Yeah, I ain't gonna say his first name.
It's it's Dick Vermeil.
Richard Vermeil.
1981.
I'm putting the music on. Y'all got 30 seconds.
Y'all better call him Rich.
His name is long.
It's Jaws Jaworski. He's
Jaws.
Jaws Jaworski. Dick Vermeil. It was 1981.
Yeah.
Dog.
Okay.
Hey, having a football team that has a guy named Dick Vermeil and Jaws on the same team is absolutely the funniest thing that can happen in the history of sports.
All right. You guys are right. 1981, it was Dick Vermeil, the head coach, and Ron Jaworski, or Jaws, as the quarterback. But do you know?
Ron Jaworski's Polish. Hey, Nick,
and they lost to Knicks Raiders.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I was waiting for it to happen. I was waiting for y'all to say who they lost to.
I was about to say, Nick, who was the team?
Madden was the coach, right?
Who?
Madden was the coach.
Yeah,
right?
John Madden was the coach. Yeah,
that was John Madden's team.
Yeah. Yep. So that's the second question. I got one more. We're gonna do that at the end of the show.
And it was also in New Orleans, by the way.
Oh yes! Look at that bonus points, my guy Cody.
Hey, and it was.
I told
it was
you,
also an ass whooping too.
Just threw me off.
Hey, Nick.
It was definitely an ass whooping.
Come on, Nick.
Should I ask Nick the first question?
Come on. We ain't gotta talk about all that.
Nick, do you want to?
Hey man, that's old shit, man. We all good.
Hey, look, Nick. Let me ask you this question. The first question I asked was, who was the NBA Hall of Famer's grandfather that played in the first championship that the Eagles ever won, but it was a different team at that time. You know what NBA Hall of Famer's grandfather played?
Nobody gonna get that.
That's a tough question.
I'll give you a small hint. I'll give you a small hint.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick Lamar had this person in his lyrics.
Worst hint ever.
What, Kobe?
No, bro. He literally performed the song at the halftime.
Like us.
Oh, bro, my bad, y'all. I smoked a lot of weed before I came on the show. My brain's kind of sunk right now. Who was he talking about? And not like us.
That's a hard one.
It's a full circle moment. That's why.
It was good. It was a good question.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I'm about to pass on his body. I'm John Stockton.
Wow. Why did I think about that?
Oh man, yeah, that was the
that's a good question right there.
It's full circle. I had to put it in there. I was like, you know what? I cannot have that question in there. It got to go in there because it's gonna throw a lot of people off. But just a little,
for sure.
Just little tidbits for you guys, you know. Anyway, back to this Eagles dynasty that we're working on. Anyway, I'm not shocked at the defense. We did our thing. Jalen Hurts going through his ninth offensive coordinator. Anybody got any questions about that? Any takes on that?
I brought this up last night on the show. We had facts and stats and they're Eagles fan, and our boy Rob, he's an Eagles fan. He had no problem with y'all promoting within. I thought y'all should have maybe expanded the search. So obviously y'all have success in telling more. Maybe go ahead and see who's the hottest OC outside of Philly to see the next guy. But that's y'all the Eagle fans. Y'all can tell them y'all know more than me.
Kevin Paluto has been with us since 2021. But he hasn't really held down like a solid position. If I'm just looking at his wiki, he hasn't been like an offensive coordinator. So this would be his first like top role, and he doesn't stay places long. I seen it. He's like the longest place he stayed was for like 4 or 3 years at Arizona, and that was as a graduate assistant. Like the Eagles would be the longest tenure he's had, but now he's an offensive coordinator. So I don't know. It's been wide receiver coach or offensive assistant coordinator or some crap. So I mean, it's going to be interesting.
That's why AJ Brown likes him.
Yeah, because he was in Tennessee too, but not when AJ was there. He was just in Tennessee. He's been everywhere in the NFL, damn near. So, I we'll see how this works. I think because we came off of a Super Bowl, we didn't have enough time to actually go out and interview anybody. So he's just the default. Hopefully, after this season, I'm gonna just chalk this next season up as what it is until we get like an official coordinator, because it's a lot. Like Eric Bieniemy was floating out there, but Eric Bieniemy got hired somewhere else as a running backs coach. And I'm like, how the hell does nobody pick up Eric Bieniemy as a OC or a head coach? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Does anybody know the story behind why he is not a head coach? Or
They said he's not good at interviews. Supposedly, he's not good at interviews.
And some people try to hold his.
So he talks himself out of a job.
He has some baggage at Colorado, which people still hold against him.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Am I lying there?
I mean, he's gonna go be a running back. He's a running backs coach for the Bears now. So
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, but he didn't get the OC job. You know what I'm saying?
look, all I got to say is this. That Kansas City offense looks a lot different without him being up over there.
Oh,
That's all I have to say.
100%.
It looks like a whole different team without him being up over there. I'm going to just leave it at that, and I think we all know where we're going with that one.
I say his stop at the Redskins or the Commanders hurt him also, because they didn't do nothing.
Well, they didn't have nothing, so there was really nothing to work with. Yeah. That's like holding what happened with the Chargers to Kellen Moore. Like, Justin Herbert got hurt. You can't do too much when you got Easton Stick as your quarterback.
Who?
Exactly.
That's another weird name.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Okay, so I mean I'll give Jalen a mulligan for next year. He did his thing.
Nah.
What? Why?
Because Jalen knows who he is now. With Saquon, as long as Saquon is back there to kind of protect him, and he has AJ and Devontae on the outside along with Goddard, I don't think there's going to be any stepping back going forward. Jalen's going to play with that confidence. The defense is still going to be great. There's no stepping back from here.
Yeah, but if it is a step back, guess what's going to happen? Nick Seriani is going to catch the blunt of that, and it's going to be hella questions. Even with the Super Bowl, it's going to be like, can you really coach, or is it your coordinators? Because Kellen Moore was great.
3 years of grace.
Wait. Hold on. With that statement right there, if John Harbaugh's gotten passes all these years, I think Nick Sirianni would be okay.
Yeah.
It's not me.
He should be okay.
It's not me.
He
It's the
should be
media.
okay.
It's literally the media that's going to, like, before the season even started, mainstream media was already saying he doesn't know what he's doing. It's the coordinators that's running the show. It's the players. It is what it is in terms of how they feel about Sirianni.
I don't know if any of you guys, I mean, probably not, but I'm probably the one in here that watches him. But I don't know if you guys, anybody watches Pat McAfee.
I watch him all the time.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys watch Coach, like when Ty does Coach Tyriani, and they kept saying big dumb dipshit, like literally kept calling Nick Sirianni a big dumb dipshit. And he's like, you can tongue my beanbag. And that's literally what Nick Sirianni, that's what I'm just saying, bro. Like, don't call him a big dumb dipshit. He may not be like the most coach that anybody is, but he's a dude I would love to play for. Shit. Like, I mean, he just seems like he's always having a good thing on the sideline. And then anybody that's got Big Dom backing him up, I'm not fucking with them. I'm literally not. Like,
That's why he was picking with Dylan Carter. He was gonna lose. I don't care about Big Dom or whatever. He was gonna lose that one.
So Sirianni is also Italian, and Philly, Big Dom's Italian, and Philly, we have a huge Italian culture. And it plays. He is acting like he was born and raised in Philly. That's how we do. And I think he fits in as long as he's winning. So, but I think he has at least 4 years of grace before any of those talks. And the way our defense and the way we're so young, he'll be there another 10 years.
Kwame, you forget you have a short memory of the last head coach who won as a Super Bowl and we booted him out quick.
Yeah, but Peterson was different.
Different circumstances.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, what I'm saying is, like, how the fuck can you compare, though? Like, Andy Reid was not Andy Reid that we know as Andy Reid now. And he had, what? He had 13 seasons as a head coach for the Eagles, right? 13
Yes.
seasons.
Mhm.
You can't. The Philadelphia media is that damn cutthroat to where they won't give the guy that's taken them to 2 and 1-1 in the past 3 years. Like, come on now, Philly, chill the fuck out. Like, chill out.
Andy Reid was different simply because he has some issues. One, he was a GM, so it was all on him, us not performing well. He brought in the players. We had a horrible season. And then you got to look at his personal life. His son, like, killed somebody with a hit and run. You got that.
Yeah.
So that was a huge part of him having to get out of Philly. He had some serious issues in Philly. That's why he had to go.
I'm just saying that they held on to him for 13 years.
Yeah.
And these people are all ready to get rid of Seriani after one bombing at the end of this last season, coming off of a Super Bowl the year before, and he's winning one now. If y'all was to come back and do what majority of every team, minus the fucking Chiefs, with that Super Bowl hangover bullshit, and people start saying, oh, Sirianni's got to go, that's the dumbest fair weather fan bullshit I have ever heard in my life. Like, I hate it. You people have not lived my life, right? Like, the bottom of the barrel scraping just to get by, like with coaches that should have never been head coaches in the first place. Or Saints fans down here having to wear fucking bags over their head.
Or deal with Al Davis. Let's not forget Al Davis.
Yeah,
Coleman.
exactly.
Peyton years.
Coleman. He also was ready to get rid of Howie and Nick Sirianni.
I'm just saying, like, it's stupid.
Howie Wilson have a job in 5 seconds.
Immediately.
Hey, listen.
I'm curious to know how much Howie gets paid with GM. He should be the highest paid by far.
Whatever the highest was getting besides him, he should be getting double. Because this dude is ridiculous.
Did y'all see Jacksonville's hire?
Duval.
Yeah, they hired
Duval.
Director or something.
The GM. Did you see the new GM?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not talking about Duval.
You talking about Gladstone?
No, he hired the Rams scouting director or some guy like that.
Yeah. He's a personnel executive, yeah.
If you're from the South, you know it ain't said like that. That was pretty bad.
Listen.
Duval.
I used to live in Jax, so yes. And my one of my co-hosts is a Jags fan, and the other one's a Saints fan. So yeah, the Jags are a hot topic on there all the time.
That was pretty good.
Listen, Howie Roseman has proven to be one of the greatest GMs, and with a quick turnaround time with the draft and the free agency. I mean, just layups everywhere. And two, like, listen, it was one draft where we passed up on Justin Jefferson. I don't know if you guys remember that. We took Jalen Reagor.
Yes.
We took Jalen fucking Reagor, who's not even in the league no more. Justin Jefferson was sitting right there at 16, and we just said, no, let's take Jalen Reagor from what was it? TCU.
TCU, right?
TCU.
Yeah. You know, alone, everyone passed up on Justin Jefferson because they thought he wasn't going to be better because they didn't think he was better than Jamar Chase.
Stupid.
Shit.
That's the reason why they passed him up. They thought Jamar Chase was the guy, but they realized, man, we effed that one up.
Big time.
I mean, even if Chase was the guy, you couldn't go wrong with Jefferson.
You couldn't. But people,
you couldn't.
Chase to me is top 3 in the league. Top 2. Chase.
Who's number 1 then?
Yeah.
I still got Jefferson number 1.
I got Jefferson 1 too. He's He's consistent, like in everything.
For sure.
So I got Jefferson 1, I got Chase 2, and then 3. I would say Tyreek Hill, but he had kind of a shitty year this past year.
Tyreek Hill's my top 5 no more. Not no more.
Yeah.
No more. Yeah.
What about AJ?
I want to say something since I got somebody on here that's a fan. One of the up and coming quarterbacks that I think is going to do something. Bo Nix. I think you got something up there. I think you got something up there in Denver.
All right, let me tell you something.
And it's funny because on the day of the draft, John shitted all over Bo Nix.
I did too. I'm gonna continue to shit on Bo Nix.
Stacey was
Stupid.
there. Nick was there. Terrell was there. I wanted Michael Penix to be the quarterback, and the Falcons pulled some BS. And then Gurley, they must knew something we didn't know. Well, we did know. They just knew like, man, we really screwed up giving Kirk Cousins all that money. Let's have some insurance. And we took and I was telling me and Trey was talking about this the other day at work. We were like, Sean Payton had his mind made up. Bo Nix was going to be his guy. No matter where he was at, this was going to be who his guy was.
Yep.
So, and then he proved me wrong. Got us to the playoffs. Now we ran into the wrong team, but I mean, we was happy to be there. Now go make some noise next year, and let's keep putting the right pieces around him to make sure that he's a successful quarterback.
I've been watching that guy. I used to live in Columbus, Georgia for 20 years. I've been watching that guy since he was an Opelika. That dude sleep. I mean, his dad's down there at Central High right now. He's back. I mean, he's football through and through. I mean, his dad's also a former Auburn quarterback. Of course, Auburn ran him out of town, just like Bama did Jalen Hurts. But both of them came back on their feet. But I think you got something there in Denver.
I think we do too. And I think we do too.
I think with Denver is listen. Next year is going to be a telling year. Sophomore slump is for real. I mean, you see with C.J. Stroud, you're probably going to see it with the Washington Commanders quarterback Chase. I'm not Chase, but Jaden Daniels. You're probably going to see it.
Yep.
It's going to happen. I mean, the second year is always telling. So the mere fact of the matter is, in Denver, let's see how well he does the second year versus this first year, because nobody was expecting the rookie to do this.
I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Okay.
Stop you there. As a Texans fan and the person that holds lots of stock in them, right? It ain't got shit to do with the sophomore slump. I thought that for the longest part of the season, right? I really thought
it was injuries.
One, it was injuries. I agree with you, Nick. But our offensive coordinator, Bobby Slowick, could not make adjustments in the second half. CJ did look like he was out there throwing like there was ghosts out there. I felt like I was watching Sam Darnold in the Jets. But Bobby Slowick just could not make adjustments. And that was the reason why D'Amico was like, bro, it's been great. It's been real. It's been great, but it ain't been real great. Get the fuck out of town. And no one here wants you here. And you're my boy, but get out. So
who's your new OC? Who's your new OC?
He came, the tight ends coach. We brought him over from the Rams.
Okay.
So, it was supposedly a kind of a CJ thing. They wanted him. He kind of wanted him because he knows the offense, and he's going to let CJ kind of work more instead of doing this bullshit that he was doing. But I think the fact of where I was going with this was with Bo Nix. We may see some regression a little bit, but he's got Sean Payton, and Sean Payton is Sean Payton, right? I think Sean Payton's going to do everything he can to keep him from regressing. And then Jaden Daniels is going to keep Cliff at least one more year. I don't think either one of those quarterbacks regress as bad as CJ did, because their offensive coordinators are better and their coaches are in better positions to keep the quarterbacks upright per se, that other than the fact of what CJ had to deal with this season. So I don't think it's gonna.
You don't think it's a fluke?
I don't think it's as cut and dry as the sophomore slump. Yes, it may be some regression, but it's not falling off the cliff like CJ did, kind of.
We will see, because
I mean, you could call it a cliff, but they did make it to the playoffs.
They made it far in the playoffs. Oh, wait, you talking about Denver? Denver didn't make it far in the playoffs. No,
I'm talking about Houston. I mean,
Houston didn't either.
Fell off a cliff, but I wouldn't call it that. Numbers wise, but they were successful.
I mean, just look at Jalen Hurts, his sophomore year. He had a decent sophomore year.
That's a different story.
Nick, who are the Raiders going to draft? Because I'm really interested in, like, I've been hearing all these reports about they may want to draft Cam Ward, maybe not. Shadour, maybe not. And I'm hearing a bunch of mixed reports where they feel like the quarterback draft this week and every team should just look for free agency. They got the first 5 picks. So, I mean, what are we doing here? I'm interested for the Raiders and to know who they're going to pick, because Tennessee, I'm sure they're going to pick a defensive end or Travis
Tennessee
Hunter.
they're gonna get Abdul Carter probably.
Yeah,
that dude is good. That's why I want the Raiders to draft. But I think that the Raiders are going to do is now. If you've been paying attention to what Tom Brady's been preaching as far as these quarterbacks, he basically wants Brady's going to want the Raiders to get a quarterback that's going to be able to sit for like maybe a year or two and be ready to just go out there and do your thing and ball when you go out there. So I think what they're going to do is they're going to end up drafting a quarterback probably in the second or third round. Excuse me. From what I'm hearing, this is going to be Jackson Dart.
It better be. That's who I hope you get, man.
From Mississippi?
Jackson Dart. Yeah.
Ole Miss?
Yep. Oh yeah. That's what I think that they're going to try to go after in the second round. And I think first round they probably go with probably best player available, like how they did last year. And then in free agency, they're probably going to end up getting one of these, probably getting hopefully they don't overpay a guy like Sam Darnold.
It's gonna
but that might end up happening.
It's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen.
But look, Sam Darnold better quarterback option than what we had last year. So any quarterback. If we had some type of quarterback play last year, maybe we win 8 games. Just maybe. Because we for sure lost about 5 games where if we had a quarterback that was competent, we could have done something. For sure. Especially against the Falcons. If we had a quarterback against the Falcons, we would have won. Sorry ass Desmond Ritter. Man.
I was like trying to figure out why is Desmond Ritter still employed in the NFL. This man, he foreshadowed his own demise with that Uber Eats commercial, whatever commercial. It's like, yeah, you need to be working Uber Eats. You shouldn't be a quarterback at all. I was saying, man.
We only called him because Gardner Minshew got hurt, and
that's our garbage.
I think, yeah, and then what's his name got hurt too. Aiden O'Connell ended up getting hurt was already hurt around the time that Minshew got hurt. So they brought him in, and it was like a short week. And they was like, we're not going to play O'Connell. We're going to play sorry-ass Ritter. And, yeah. And, I mean, I watched that game. That game was terrible. That was heartbreaking to watch because I'm like, dog, if he wasn't so trash, we'd probably be whooping their ass. And look, you know how bad that game was? Kirk Cousins won the game and got bitched.
That's horrible. I think the Raiders should have a fair shot with Pete Carroll as head coach. Pete Carroll is a wizard with offenses, so we'll see how that moves with the Raiders.
The running back over there?
Who is the running back?
That might be addressed in the draft for free agency.
Because that's the.
The Broncos.
Look, all I know is this: if quarterbacks are gone by that pick, and Abdul Carter is gone, and the receiver from Arizona is gone. If all of them are gone, you should go ahead and draft Genty.
Genty?
Yes.
I'm not too. Yeah, I think Genty's good for what he is, but
because ultimately y'all get Shadour Sanders.
Yeah,
he'll be available in the second round.
Second round? What?
Shit! No way he's available in the second round. There's no way.
Who's gonna be available in the second round?
Shadour's gone in the first round, bro.
Look. If Shadour is available past the Raiders, I guarantee you somebody's trading up to get him.
Yeah, he's gonna end up. We're gonna fuck around and end up with the Browns. They're gonna trade for him. That's what's gonna happen.
The Browns got the second pick. Oh yeah. So they'll try to trade for him, and then with Travis, they'll try to have that connection up over there.
Dog, that's going, man. Hell no.
Shadour's going in the first round. Everybody's saying that.
Shadour's going in the first round.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt he's going in the first round.
Yeah. Shadour's gone, bro. He's the top 5.
He will not get past the 6th pick.
He's not good. If he gets past the Raiders, there's going to be trades for that number 7 pick. Guaranteed. Somebody's going to move up. Something's going to happen because somebody's going to draft him. He's not going to be available. If he's available in the second round, you can have my paycheck.
So what pick do y'all have, Saints?
9. They have 9, don't they?
9.
I think they have either 9 or 10.
Here's the draft order. I got the draft order right here. It's Tennessee 1, Cleveland 2, Giants 3, Patriots 4, Jaguars 5, Raiders 6, Jets 7, Carolina 8, Saints 9, Bears 10. And then you got San Francisco and Dallas right outside the top 10.
Who's 7?
Well, Carolina's not taking the quarterback.
Jets
They got
are
The Jets are 7th.
Look. There's no way that Shadour goes past the Jets. No way. No way. There's no way he goes past the Jets. There's no way.
Unless Deion says he don't want to go to that organization.
Jets should not pick up Shadour. I mean, Jets need to work on the offensive line before
Hey,
they get a
John,
quarterback.
I'm the one that told you that, fam.
That's why I dropped. That's why I died. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I just don't see Shadour not going in the first round. It's not going to happen. Not Deion's son, bro. I'm sorry. The name alone is going to give him pick somewhere. I'm sorry. That's a hot take, Kwame.
Jeremiah seems to think that Shadour is going to go to the Raiders at 6, which I'm not too keen on. I kind of, for Nick's sake, I don't think that he needs that fucking shit in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he got Brady.
I mean, it's better than
he got Brady here. Brady looks at him like another son, dude. He'll be all right.
I mean, I guess it's kind of close. Like it's Colorado's close to Vegas, so he kind of keep his dad one eye on him a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
It's not that far.
He'll be all right. Brady gonna make sure he okay. Brady gonna make sure he move in with him. He gonna be like, look, you go up. None of this is gonna happen to you. You're smarter than this. Hopefully,
I'm not too busy focused on Nikki Bella or Carucci.
Oh, wait, that's a real thing. That's a real thing.
That is hate.
John, that's hate.
That's
dog.
a real
that
thing.
has to do with sports.
I respect the man's taste.
Let Prime.
Excuse me?
Hate, man. Stop hating.
I respect the man.
Stop hating.
Yo, chill, Nick.
Okay. All right.
That Bella Twirl still do it for me.
You said who?
That Bella Twirl still do it for me.
Bella Twirl.
Hey.
All right. I know that's sorry.
All right, good folks. We are last question I have to present. Who was the first wild card team to win the Super Bowl?
Ooh.
Giants.
No, it was the Raiders.
Are you sure? Let me put the little timer on for you guys.
Redskins.
I like Giants.
Who was who was the first wild card team to win the Super Bowl? The first.
It wasn't that Raiders team that we were just talking about. Was it not?
81?
Believe it was.
All right. So the answer is the Raiders. Yes. The Raiders were the first wild card team to win the Super Bowl.
In 81.
81. Full circle moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
Shut up, Jim Pluckett. You heard?
Excuse me?
All right.
Jim Plunkett.
He was the MVP of that Super Bowl, I think.
Yes, he was.
Everybody else got asked this question. Who was the greatest Raiders quarterback ever?
The greatest Raiders quarterback ever? If you're talking about look. If you're talking about a guy who played like as far as like quarterback wise, best quarterback, it was probably Rich Gannon. But you hear a lot of people say Ken Stabler because of he's an iconic one. But you could also say Jim Plunkett. Jim Plunkett won too.
He's up there.
Definitely up there.
But they're gonna say Ken Stabler. But the best Raider, I think the quarterback, is probably between him and, even though he didn't win with the Raiders, but he was still a very good quarterback, was probably Carson Palmer.
Carson Palmer was good.
Damn, I forgot Carson Palmer was on the team.
We were just trash during that time, So, and he walked into a situation where it was a bad situation. He still put up very good numbers. I think if we would have actually kept him, something different would have happened. But we let him go to Arizona, and the rest is history up over there. He might have solidified himself up.
Crazy part, y'all traded for Carson Palmer. He was on the couch.
Sure was. On the couch.
Either maybe or I'm retiring.
It's an interesting organization because they have a few players like at the wide receiver position. The greatest Raider is.
Was the greatest Raider in general?
Wide receiver.
Oh, Tim Brown.
Tim Brown? Wait, Jerry Rice was on that team. What
a
the
lot
fuck?
of times Jerry Rice pops up in people's minds.
I got
was
Jerry
saying,
Rice.
Tim Brown.
That was like
Tim
retired,
Brown.
Tim Brown, number 1.
Tim Brown.
Where's Fred Biletnikoff?
Biletnikoff.
Number 2?
Yeah.
You guys
Come
are
on now.
crazy.
Yeah. Nah, hell no. Not Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice might have been the best receiver in general to lace up to wear a Raiders jersey, but no.
What was his number? What was his numbers as a Raider versus his numbers as
They
a
weren't
Niner?
great.
Nice. They were nice.
They were still decent.
Boom.
He was still putting up 1,000 yards, but
That's what I'm saying.
hell no. It's definitely Tim Brown.
If Jerry Rice wasn't there, would Tim Brown be Tim Brown? That's an honest question.
For a little bit.
He wasn't over there for that long.
Yeah.
They was teammates.
Oh,
Me and Jay.
I'm just saying, just a posing question. Okay.
I remember making prop bets on Jerry Rice when he was a Raider, plus or minus 5 receptions, and making money.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, he was still
He was,
balling.
yeah, he was still. They wasn't like 49ers, Jerry Rice, but he was still balling.
That's crazy. All right, good
y'all
folks.
have an interesting organization, but go ahead.
Hold on. Before
Tim Brown was putting up 1,100, 1,200 yards.
without Jerry Rice, he's still. I mean,
for like 10 years before Jerry Rice even got there. So
Yeah.
I got some questions for you guys. I got questions. All right. First question out of 10. Where does Jalen Hurts fall in the league in top 5? If you got him in your top 5, where does Jalen Hurts fall?
He's not in my top 5.
Okay. That's John's.
He's not in my top 5. I got him like somewhere between like 6, like somewhere around 6 or 7.
Me too.
I'm biased. I'm not even going to answer that.
I got him behind Derek Carr.
What?
I know you bullshit.
What? No, hell no, man.
Hey,
Hell no.
Hey,
What is no?
mute this motherfucker, Mike.
I'm about to. Hey, man.
Hey,
you getting muted,
Hey, what
man.
kind of voodoo did you put in your drink, dog?
What the hell moonshine you drinking?
This man said Derek
Not
Carr.
even me, I would have never said that, man.
Oh my
You
god,
believe in Derek
bro.
Carr? Dale?
Shit, Nico was better than Derek Carr. Man.
Oh my
Damn right he is.
Lord. No, you didn't. No, you didn't try him like that. Okay.
Dale, do you believe in Derek Carr at all?
Nobody believes in Derek
believe
Carr.
it. That's my guy. Let's go, Derek Carr.
This man said Derek Carr. Cody, I didn't hear you. Where's Jalen fall for you, man?
I think he's close. He's a 5 or 6. Like I just got to obviously Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, just Joe Burrow, and then 5, man.
You better not put Herbert there. You better not put any.
No. I'm gonna pull one out of the bag, and you're all gonna say you're stupid, but I like Matthew Stafford, and have always liked Matthew Stafford. That's 5.
That's my 5th.
That's the guy.
That's my 5th. I think he's my 5th. He's my 5th. I think so.
Yeah.
I would argue that. I can argue. Damn, it's hard to argue that because Matthew Stafford's.
Because the simple fact of the matter is, I think Matthew Stafford had Jalen Hurts beat in that game, and then the fucking defense turned around and just shit all over the place. So I'm just saying, Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts. But I don't think it's bad to be number 6, man. At this
We're
point,
trying to hear Lamar over Hurts. We need to end that. We got to.
Why?
Like he puts up the stats. I mean, he wins. We win. It's 2 Super Bowls. Lamar has he won a playoff game?
Has Lamar?
That's not an individual stat, though.
Come on now. Come on now. I get what you're saying, man, but we ain't finna do that. There's levels to this. It's Mahomes, Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar, and you can have it. After that, y'all just gotta fall in line.
Lamar is entertaining. He's entertaining, but he ain't winning no damn games. He's not.
you asked me
winning
the
big
same
games.
question this time last year, I would have said C.J. Stroud is in the top 5. But this same time last season, I would have said that exact same thing. But Jalen Hurts at 5, 6, this is like we're at inches rather than feet. The feet are Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and then 5 and I mean you have, like I said, that's 2 two Super Bowl winning quarterbacks right there. Jalen Hurts and Matthew Stafford, 5 and 6. And then other guys, 3 in front of them, never won a Super Bowl. 3 in front of them have never won a Super Bowl. And then one of the tops won, what, 3 or 4? Whatever, how many Mahomes won.
If Joe Burrow has Aaron Donald, that Super Bowl is a whole lot different.
But so if you put Joe Burrow on the Eagles squad, do you think Joe Burrow would have won that?
Oh my God!
Oh, yeah, would have beat the
Oh my God!
Best quarterback in football.
Oh my Lord!
With Saquon too? Oh, Nick, man.
5,000 yards.
Oh my Lord!
Almost 5,000 yards.
Bro. Oh my God! Bro.
Joe Burrow, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Saquon Barkley
and Dallas Goedert.
Come on,
and
Wait.
With that defense.
No, if you put Lamar Jackson over there, it's the same thing.
No.
Yo, man, you are tripping.
Yes, I love the discourse. Let's go.
No.
Literally.
No.
I'm gonna talk about the awards.
Hey, Kwame, what's the hate against Lamar, man?
I just say he just can't.
It's like a little undertone hate.
He can't win the game. He's not won in the playoffs when he's been expected to win. That's all.
He keeps losing to the Chiefs and Buffalo. Those are like the top. And he's beat.
This guy man is whooping the Chiefs' ass. Point blank.
Yeah.
Jalen got it done.
Man.
Nah, he's not better than Lamar Jackson, dog. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nah.
Jalen has won on every level. Lamar, he has not. Jalen,
if you put Lamar Jackson in Alabama,
that's more competition on Lamar's side.
If you put Lamar Jackson on Alabama with that team,
he turns into
no
Jalen
way.
Milroe. What the fuck we? I'm joking.
Dog.
Joking.
Dog. If you would have had, if they would have put him up over there in that championship game, Jalen Hurts got benched. Lamar Jackson wouldn't have got benched.
Never.
And Lamar,
he would not have got benched in that game. He would not have got benched in that game.
I think we're underestimating like Lamar Jackson progressing over the time in terms of him being a actual quarterback versus him taking off.
Exactly.
Like he's progressed over time. He hasn't regressed. So in college, that's what I'm saying. Look at stat. But in college, Lamar played for who? Louisville, right?
Yeah.
What division? What conference is that? What conference is that? ACC. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Miami Hurricanes, we trash. I own up to that. But in the SEC, it's a different ball game.
It was against the Clemson team that won a national championship. He beat the dog shit out of them.
Okay.
Sure did.
Okay.
But when it mattered, Colby.
Some people arguing that Deshaun Watson should have won that Heisman. Let's be real now.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson. Yeah, for sure.
I have this argument all the time. If we talking about in college, SEC versus ACC is night and day. Regardless, listen.
Yeah, of course.
Listen. Hey, look, Clemson had a great team. Clemson had like 2 years in a row. You Trevor Lawrence and you got Deshaun Watson, quarterbacks. That's a once in a lifetime thing, right? SEC, consistency. Who's in the championship consistently in the SEC? You talking about you take Lamar Jackson, put him on that team. What we saying? Put Lamar Jackson on that team.
You put him on. If you put that nigga on Bama,
that's a cheat.
Hey, look, dog, that shit wouldn't even.
Not in my top 10. In fairness,
I got Jalen.
That shit would not have been fair at all.
You guys,
I'm just saying the difference between if we're talking about quarterbacks right now, Jalen Hurts was closer in passing yards this season to Derek Carr than he was to Lamar Jackson. It was 900 yards different, 800 yards different between him and Derek Carr, and 1,300 between him and Lamar Jackson, and 29 or 2,700 between him and Joe Burrow. So I'm just saying. Your numbers are a little skewed. I get it. Jalen Hurts has won a Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong. Great guy. He's from Houston. I love the kid. Love him. But I don't think he's cracked the top 5 yet.
No. I think Jalen is top 5. I mean, in terms of look, what I should have looked at the numbers before. And I hate even bringing this team up because somehow they get brought up every time, everywhere. Cowboys. What the fuck was Troy Aikman doing? Have you looked at Troy Aikman's numbers? Has anybody looked at Troy Aikman's numbers?
Right. I agree.
What Troy Aikman was still regarded.
You gotta tell Nick that. You ain't gotta tell Nick that.
He's ass. He's a Dallas Cowboys quarterback. I don't care how good he is. He's an ass.
Too much praise is Troy Aikman and Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw is terrible. Fuck Terry Bradshaw.
He wasn't even the best quarterback on his college team, by the way. Terry Bradshaw was
trash.
The dude was trash. Better.
But Troy
Aikman was trash.
Troy Aikman is still regarded as a great. You had Emmitt Smith
because he went to Dallas. He played for Dallas. You put that dude on any other mediocre ass team in the 80s or 90s. He's not even. He's not that good. Like he was. You put fucking Dan Marino on that. We're doing this. Put Dan Marino on that Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my God.
Put Dan Marino on the Dallas Cowboys team.
That's not even a fair comp. That's not even a fucking fair comp.
I'm just saying.
Dog.
We might be calling him. We might be talking about him versus Brady as GOAT. And we're talking about that now.
He's the first quarterback to three-peat.
Dog.
That 49ers team does not beat them. With Dan Marino.
Dog.
Listen, you guys.
That is crazy. That is a crazy thought.
All I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say, I put Jalen at number 5, right? And Troy Aikman was on that team, but Troy Aikman doesn't get as much flack and shit as Jalen Hurts does, and it doesn't make any sense because Troy Aikman had a stacked team. Jalen Hurts has a stacked team. I'm not. Is it a 1-for-1? Maybe not. How many Hall of Famers with the Cowboys versus the Eagles right now? I mean, we don't know, but
yes.
Stacked team.
Cowboys fan base took that team over the top. All they had to do was win. Like if Dak Prescott were to win the Super Bowl this year, he would be up there in the Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
It's just the fan base is going to drive you over the top.
If Josh Allen wins a Super Bowl, they're going to be calling him the next coming of Jesus. One Super Bowl in Buffalo. That's it.
I mean, it may be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for real.
That's it.
All Josh Allen need to do is just win over there. It's a wrap.
That's it.
That's it. It's a wrap.
I mean,
he just need to win one. He already got the MVP. Just win that one chip. He good.
I'm a huge Josh Allen fan.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a different regard when it comes to Jalen and talking about him and where he stacks up against the. Like, again, the quarterbacks you guys named in front of him are stacked. Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar. Like, all those names, yes, they've got a lot of accolades, but in the big game where it counts, Jalen is where it counts. I got him 5, a strong 5. And I can make that argument all day. Listen, Matthew Stafford, I'm not mad at that. Cody, I'm not mad at that. Matthew Stafford recently won one, 4 years ago? He got a Super Bowl. He has his stats. He played with a shitty Detroit team for about 10 years, got his ass beat, had Megatron. All he did was throw up the fucking Megatron every fucking time he got it.
He made Megatron.
What
are you talking about?
No.
Oh, my God, bro. What are we talking about, bro? What are we saying? He made Megatron. Have you seen?
Let's know that.
Have you watched a Georgia Tech game when Megatron and he had trash ass Reggie Ball?
I know.
What are we talking about?
Being facetious.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
As a Georgia Bulldog fan, I have to shit on the guy from Georgia Tech.
Okay. I had to make sure.
Just like I would say that Peyton Manning made Demaryius Thomas, right?
Well,
another yellow jacket I can shit on.
Well, I lived it, so we had. I mean, the only thing I could compare Demaryius had was Tebow, so can't really say much.
Hey
man, you beat the Steelers.
all right. So you guys have basically made your point. It's just me and Kwame that got Jalen. Kwame didn't even say nothing. He opted out. So I got Jalen in my top 5. So that is what it is. So I'm not even going to argue with you. It's going to be a dog pile. Next question. Will the Eagles return to the Super Bowl? I need to know.
As in repeat?
Next year in general, in the next couple
Next
of years.
year, will we
That's a
return to the
big
Super Bowl?
question. Okay.
I'm
Is
saying
Kellen
no.
Moore still there?
No. Yeah.
Too soon, Dale. Too soon, Dale.
What did he say?
He says, "Is Kellen Moore still there?"
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank y'all, by the way.
Yeah, that's too soon.
I'll say no.
That's too soon.
That's too soon.
I couldn't believe when I heard it. I'm like, damn.
That's
Listen.
too
I
soon.
say no because statistics show otherwise.
They may. I got them going back.
Not naming the Chiefs.
I got y'all going to the NFC Championship at least.
And who's beating us in the NFC Championship?
Saints.
Saints.
I would say Detroit because Detroit had a fucked up defense because all of them were pretty much gone the whole entire season. So if they had that defense, I think it probably would have been a different story. And if they have Montgomery and Gibbs healthy at the same time, I think they could beat the Eagles in the NFC Championship.
That's wishful thinking. That's wishful thinking.
They're breaking the rookie coordinator.
It is. I mean, you got to go with your team, regardless of how dire the situation is behind Carr. You know,
He ran those guys into the ground.
I think you guys don't even win the division.
Damn, you don't got us. I mean, that is a thing. NFC East doesn't.
You don't win the division. The team that wins the division is the Commanders because they're the only one that has not lost significantly people like the coordinators. Out of all the teams you guys just talked about, Lions lost both the coordinators.
Breaking in new coordinators.
Y'all's lost your coordinator. Your defensive coordinator didn't go anywhere, but your offensive coordinator did. A little bit suspect, right?
Defense wins championships, though, right?
I'm just saying. But the defense in Washington only going to get better, and their coach is a defensive coach. So
that's what you think.
I
think Jaden Daniels going to regress.
I said the same thing, but hey, listen.
I don't know.
I think.
I gotta wait and see.
Got against JD5.
He did a lot of scrambling and a lot of lucky shit happened. I think he's going to regress.
Go Tigers.
Well, that's my take on it. I think they'll return. The rest of you guys are skeptical. Third question. We got will basically all our free agents for the Eagles. Will any of them return? I got Zach Bond, I got Josh Sweat, Milton Williams, and Mekhi Becton. Any of those, do you think by any chance we'll at least sign half of those guys back?
What about Zach Bond?
Mekhi Becton and Zach Bond. I think you can kiss the baby on Josh Sweat.
I think Sweat's out of there.
Sweat's gone.
He's gone.
I think Sweat is gone.
Nick talks about him before, man. He's gone.
Let him go take it. Let Milton's ass go take his money somewhere else.
Yeah,
you don't need him that much.
Yeah.
You need to try to keep Sweat. That's the only one that one and Zach Bond make the most sense that you should keep. Get and dump the Bryce Huff with the June 1st designation.
Yep.
Get your money.
I was thinking the same thing. Bryce Huff can go.
Mekhi Becton because he had a better. Obviously, this dude was a bust with the Jets. But clearly, y'all did something that showed by moving him from tackle to guard, where it still kept him in the NFL. And I just think O-line continuity is very important. Y'all got one of the best left tackles in my lineup, right tackles in Lane Johnson. Obviously, Landon Dickerson, the Jurgens, and then the center. Obviously, we replaced it Kelce. Keep that O-line together. That's why I say keep Mekhi Becton and Zach Bond, because I just think people are going to always overpay for pass rushers.
And that's the exact reason why we're going back to the Super Bowl. We're still together in the trenches.
Well, okay. On to my fourth question then. Will Jalen have success with this new OC? Because apparently you guys don't believe in that. I think that he'll be okay.
I think he will. I mean, he had a down year last time. And then he bounced right back, and they won a Super Bowl. So I believe he could be good with the new OC.
You guys,
he's going to take more control of the offense now too.
I think because
I would
he's
say
more
as long as
comfortable
they
with
keep
him.
running the ball with Saquon and playing to Jalen's strengths, he should be all right.
As long as he's comfortable with the OC, I think he's good. Well, Brian Johnson was our OC the year we had that down year. He didn't really know what the hell was going
That
on.
dude sucks.
Yeah, he was.
That dude's he's probably a referee in high school somewhere right now. He does not need to be coaching anywhere.
Yeah, we just had a down year
guy.
for coordinators in general that year. So, moving right on to my fifth question: who are the Eagles drafting? Who do you think? Because we're 32nd.
Y'all draft the best player available.
Who?
Y'all picking 32. Just draft the best player available. Draft whatever need y'all have. Just draft the best player at that position.
I mean,
FTC player available.
Yeah.
we might need
Probably
a
a corner.
design, man.
That says they hate.
I'm a Big Ten guy.
Hey, Dale, what if they draft someone from LSU?
I mean,
We staying in the
wouldn't surprise
SEC
me.
then.
Wouldn't
Is there
surprise me.
anybody going in the top two from LSU?
Top two.
2 rounds, I said.
Yeah, Will Campbell,
We might trade it away, honestly. I mean, if we looking at it.
offensive tackle.
Sweat leaves in free agency, and Jack Sawyer there from Ohio State
I like that.
down there at 32. If he's there, if he makes it past Detroit, that's a nice pick.
I
I
like
think
that.
that's a good
If
one.
we got the money, we should holler at Sweat.
Yeah, I might. We took Bond from you guys, so
I mean, let's just be real. They didn't value him. He was a fucking special teams guy. Okay.
I mean, he
And then
proved
y'all turn him
panned
into
out.
a Super Bowl, into a mini Malcolm Smith.
Beast.
You just never
All
know.
pro,
It's a
first
diamond in the
team.
rough, man. It's a
I mean,
diamond in the rough.
You're right, Cody. We didn't value Azalone either. Look what he did over there in Detroit.
Yeah.
And you guys didn't value CJ either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CJ was a crazy person.
Yeah, he
He's
liked to
good.
fight.
CJ just as crazy.
That's my guy.
It's,
You can ask John. That's forever my guy.
he's crazy. I mean,
yeah,
DJ,
that's
DJ.
CJ.
matter of fact, you guys let Lattimore go to the Commanders
Lattimore's
too.
trash.
Yeah, he was wasted goods at that point. He was
trash.
damaged goods.
He was
Send,
hurt.
He
send
wasn't
Nick the
top
link.
5 anymore.
They won't let him back
Probably
in.
still hurt.
Excuse me?
Send it. Oh, okay. Let me.
Send Nick the link. It won't let him back in. He's having issues, I think.
You got it, John.
He stopped being top 5. He stopped being
resent
top
the
5
color.
like 2 seasons ago.
Who?
Lattimore.
Lattimore.
Yeah, Lattimore. I don't know what was going on with Lattimore, but
I mean,
You guys-
if
he's hurt.
you watched us at nauseum, we would
Always.
always talk about never play Mike Evans when it came to Marshawn Lattimore because they would
yeah.
fight, and then when they played them in the playoffs, we said make sure you fire up Mike Evans against Marshawn Lattimore, and what does he do? Toast the shit out of Marshawn Lattimore. So,
who's the worst? Who's the most fierce competition? We talk about wide receiver and cornerback. I mean, it could be recent or it could be past. Like mine, Andre Johnson and Cortland Finnegan.
Dog, that ass whooping Finnegan had on live TV, that shit was hilarious.
I mean, try living it like one of your childhood heroes is beating the shit out of a Tennessee Titan. You love to see it. So
Yeah.
I'll never forget that day.
And Andre is a peaceful guy. It's like you can tell he was dealing with that all game. He was like, you know what? I'm about to put this little nigga to bed.
He knocked.
Hey, KC.
Yeah.
I saw a trivia question the other day on Get Up on ESPN. I told you, and they had obviously everyone talking about Cam Ward, and they asked the question, because we expect Cam Ward's gonna go somewhere in the top 3.
Right.
Who was the highest player drafted out of Miami since?
Vinny Testaverde.
Nope.
David
Damn.
Njoku.
What?
What position?
Nope.
Wait. Quarterback? You said quarterback or just in
No, the
general?
player.
Player.
the
Oh,
player.
Kellen Winslow. Kellen Winslow?
No, wasn't Kellen Winslow. Wasn't Njoku. It was Andre Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he did
Number
go
3
higher
to the
than
Texans.
he did go higher, yeah.
He went number 3. Y'all took him at number 3, Cody.
Yeah, I remember that now.
I totally
Yeah.
forgot because I thought about that year with Sean Taylor and what's it?
All right, Dale.
Winning the draft.
Portis.
Okay, gotcha. I had to look at what was going on, so I see what Dale said. All right, shout out to Dale. Dale had to leave. John, what were you saying?
Yeah, I thought about that year when when it was Sean Taylor and Kellen Winslow and Vilma and DJ, all them dudes went in the first round picks.
01.
I used to have like crazy.
That was 01, but didn't Dre came out in 23. I mean 03, right? That's say 23. 03.
And Sean Taylor and Kellen Winslow was in 04.
Sheesh, that Miami team was so stacked, bro. I can talk about them all day, but I'm not.
It's okay. It's okay. As long as you talk about G-Reg, that's all that matters, dude.
You're not doing that.
I'm not. I'm not going to do that, man.
Greg.
I'll go through the
Greg
whole.
Olsen.
G-Reg.
Hey, don't forget Shock. I would say Shockley too, but
Greg the leg.
No, Greg Olsen used to call himself. Used to think he was a
G-Reg.
rapper in Miami, Trail. So he
Yeah.
used to go by G-Reg.
I know.
oh
I know.
yeah.
I know. I don't know if you guys. Follow Chisel Adonis. Every time he does his NFL highlights, when he gets to Greg Olsen, he's this little fake rap song called him Greg the Leg.
Pause, man. Pause. My God. Pause. Jesus. Let's just go to the next
Don't
question.
Don't forget Najee Davenport from that team also. The
Oh yeah,
closet
yeah.
guy.
The what?
The closet guy.
Najee Davenport?
Yeah, he was arrested for defecating in someone's closet.
Oh my God.
Y'all didn't even hear that, do y'all?
Oh my goodness. All
I
right.
vaguely remember that.
He broke into somebody's house and he took a crap in their closet and got arrested for that.
Yes, dude.
That's crazy.
I totally forgot about that story.
Okay, so
People with money be doing some weird shit.
next question: does Travis Kelce retire? Is he done?
Should.
No, I think he's coming
not.
back.
I think one more year.
One more year?
I think this is it.
Yeah.
By Trail
Is
said.
it?
He has to take a pay cut though.
I'm pretty
He's not
sure.
hurting for money. He's not hurting for money.
He look who he's dating.
And
Yeah, just to
Kelce
help out the team.
got that deal from Amazon. He ain't hurting for money.
$100 million.
Just to help out the team, he gotta
Sick.
take a pay cut.
Making me sick. Okay,
Wait, he ain't got he'll restructure.
I think he's
One more year, yeah.
he's playing one more year. He's playing one more year. All right. Next question: Kansas City. What do they need to address in free agency and draft?
O-line.
Sure.
Easily the O-line.
O-line.
And maybe a wide receiver.
That too,
Yeah.
definitely.
I think they stacked that. Unless, let me see who the free agency's on wide receiver.
Mhm.
Because you said Kansas City needs to address with a wide receiver.
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
have
they need-
the speedy guy.
He's a wide receiver.
Marquise Brown is gone.
Worthy.
McCole Hardman's
Hopkins.
leaving. Brown's leaving. Okay, maybe.
Hop is one.
Hop should
I'll
retire.
probably let D-Hop go.
I
After
want him
that
to come
draft-
back. I just need him to come back here and retire here. I don't care.
Yeah, he's gonna do the
Just
D
come back
Wade
After that
thing.
drop pass, he should give it up.
He's gonna do the D Wade thing. Retire
Yeah.
at his home where he started at. All right, so y'all, I think they need to really address that O-line, if anything. I mean, that should be the first and foremost, because it was a few games Patrick Mahomes' blindside got a little nasty after a while. So I mean, they always pick up a good draft pick. Like, who thought why did Worthy drop that far in the draft? I'm trying to figure this shit out. Like at
Is he small?
fall two, like
Oh,
he still should have dropped that.
He's
He was what?
He kind of reminds me of Shaheed.
I think he was a one-trick pony because he was just a speedster.
yeah.
Hey, I would have thought the Raiders would have picked him up because the Raiders love 4.2 speed. So, just a thing
Well,
right there.
Well, remember how did the Chiefs get him? Who traded?
No more. We found out speed
So I have to say
kills.
that
Speed does kill.
the team
Literally.
that drafted Keon Coleman in the second round.
The Bills.
All right, Nick, I got
What's
what
wrong
you're
with
saying.
Keon Coleman?
No, because the Bills traded their pick to the Chiefs, and that was the pick the Chiefs used to get
Hey.
David Worthy.
Worthy. Yeah.
I don't know. Hey,
But Keon Coleman's been pretty good this year.
Keon Coleman?
he all right.
He had a decent.
He was doing this
year.
But the guy that was drafted after him was better. That McConkey.
Oh yeah, LA the
Yeah,
LA
hold me,
Chargers.
He was on my fantasy team this year, Cody.
Who? Keon Coleman.
Yeah. No, McConkey.
Oh, Lad McConkey. Yeah. He took Brad to the championship, but he lost to me. So.
All right. So next question: Can Kansas City make another run at the Super Bowl?
Yes. I hate to say it.
Yes, I think they can.
So are we saying another in
not a three-peat
this year? This year?
I think
this coming
this year. Can they make another run to the Super Bowl this year?
No.
I don't think they make it to the Super Bowl. No.
They won't make it.
Barely
I think
made
they're
it
going to be. They're always going to be contenders.
Yes, contenders. Yes, but not another run this year. I think they need to retool.
They need to retool.
This is Joe Burrow and Josh Allen's year.
Okay.
Remember,
I agree.
They lost to Tampa Bay. They didn't go back to the Super Bowl. They lost in the AFC Championship to Cincinnati. So if history repeats itself, it should be the same thing.
Okay.
That's
a consensus.
Sorry to leave the Texans out, Cody.
I mean, I'm not worried. I think that we may have to wait another year, but if not, I'd be happy to make it to the damn AFC Championship, to be honest with you. Like, that would just be an accomplishment in itself.
So the Broncos to get out of wild card weekend.
You'll see. We'll see. I think Cody, you got a lot of faith in your team, man. I got to give you that, man. You are
they're tough.
They are tough. They got a great defense.
Yeah, that team can catch you. That team can catch you on a bad day anytime.
We figure out who is going to be our second wide receiver outside of Nico Collins. Then we might. That's you talking about a team that needs to address wide receiver. That's
So you're not going to bring back Stephon Diggs. Well,
Stephon Diggs too busy digging in somebody's wife.
Hey.
He's too busy doing something else. The next question, moving right along. With Saquon Barkley playing the way he did he raise the market for running backs to get paid more?
No.
Yes.
He should, but I don't think so.
I'm saying
I believe he has, because with him and Derrick Henry, the season those two had, now they go. Someone else gonna be looking at their team like, you know what? Maybe we should give our running backs a chance.
True, but how many Saquons and Derrick Henrys out there though?
Exactly, that's what I was getting to.
I mean, what didn't we have 1,000 yard
and they went to
rushing?
perfect situations.
It's probably only 5 special running backs, and then it drops off big time.
Okay, can you tell me those 5? What are those 5? I have seriously want to know this 5.
I'm gonna go let's start that guy. What's the guy in Green Bay?
Oh yeah,
Josh Raiders.
Yeah.
Where am I going next? Oh,
Nick is just sour about that shit. He left the Raiders.
What's next? Cody, help me out. Who
I mean, obviously you have Saquon and Derrick Henry. There's 3.
Yeah, those are the top 3.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Jameer Gibbs
literally plays on my team, and if you say anything otherwise,
Gibbs
you're
Montgomery.
Joe Mixon was good this year.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you don't think he's in the top 5, you're smoking crap.
Joe is not.
Joe Mixon.
Joe. He's
at least 5. He's at least 5.
But he's not in that top game-breaking back.
Shit, Joe Mixon made a lot of plays.
For like,
oh no, man!
I seen Joe Mixon make some crazy plays.
That dude was racking up points.
Shit.
I had that dude in fantasy league. That dude was racking up points.
Joe Mixon's going crazy.
I guess you got to put.
Hey, that motherfucker ain't no.
But the problem with Gibbs is if you put him on another team, he's doing the same thing.
Jameer Gibbs is, bro, like, Jameer Gibbs is what he is, bro. He's great. Like, just that comment. It was kind of a cheat code for Detroit to have him and Montgomery in the backfield. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what you going to do?
I remember people kind of mock Detroit. Like, they were taking him so high in the draft.
He doing the same thing he did that Bam up over there.
Shit is a cheat code. I think Gibbs is.
Shit.
How many? No, actually, NFL had a record for 1,000-yard running yards. How many? It was like what, 15 backs that had 1,000 yards this year.
So we stuck at 4.
I'm trying to think who would be 5th. I mean,
So you got
Robinson should be up there, but he's not. He's still got a ways to go.
no. So your rushers are rushing yards is Saquon, Derrick Henry, Bijan was third, JT was number 4, and fuck that guy. I will never draft him ever again.
I'm going to say Bijan.
Who was the fifth one?
The number 5 is, I mean, obviously that's Jahmyr Gibbs is 1,400. And then your other guys are like 1,000-yard club are James Cook, Joe Mixon, Najee, Tony Pollard, Rico, James Conner, Bucky. I mean, I hate to say it. If he's 100% healthy, I think you have to put fucking Christian McCaffrey in there just because if he's healthy. But if he's not healthy, if he's not healthy and he's just he's done, he's used up and washed. I don't know.
He's just the overpaid.
I'd love to say Alvin Kamara is still there, but
no, we're not doing that.
Hey, Trell, stick up for your mans. Stick up for your mans.
He had 150 yards.
Trell, you ain't sticking up, man.
That organization doesn't know what to do with Kamara, man. I have a feeling we're gonna wind up losing him. But Kamara, he does have the capabilities of rushing 1,000 yards. He's just on either our old line sucks or the play calling to get him going is trash. But he has the capability. He hasn't done it.
Sheesh.
Something where they say Alvin Kamara has never rushed for 1,000 yards.
He's a touchdown guy.
He's never have.
That's crazy.
And his best season with Ingram, he still didn't rush for 1,000.
Well, Alvin Kamara is like a Swiss Army knife anyway. He's like catches out the backfield and he can run it.
He's literally Jahmyr Gibbs before Jahmyr Gibbs and Jahmyr Gibbs.
That's all.
He's a what?
I see Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs ran for 1,000.
It's kind of similar.
He showed it.
I mean, hey,
we're not a run heavy team like we should have been back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think this season should garner running backs to get a bigger contract like deal outside of Christian McCaffrey? Like, I think
it's hard to see it, man.
The market.
But I do think Saquon and Henry, they made a statement for running backs. They definitely made a statement.
But at the same time, Christian McCaffrey took him back because if you give the guy the ball, they're going to get hurt.
Christian McCaffrey got a ridiculous amount of money for a running back at that time. I think he got paid. What's his yearly?
And he always hurt.
Yeah,
he always hurt, and he has no problem getting paid. Fuck him.
I have an infinite kind of a hate for Christian McCaffrey too because it's like he got overpaid. He got traded from Carolina, and I was like, wait, y'all giving him a contract extension over in San Francisco, and he ain't really. It is what it is.
In a system like Detroit,
that was family business. Who coached Kyle Shanahan? Daddy coached his daddy, so now his son coaching his son. That's all it was. That was family. That was Bronco family business. That's all it was.
San Francisco's family business too, man. His dad played for San Francisco too, so.
Yeah, but we all whatever.
He don't want to admit it.
Ed did win a Super Bowl with the 49ers as well. John, come on.
He said his heart in Denver, though. His heart's in Denver.
Exactly. That Broncos bias, man.
He might have went to college in Frisco, but he grew up in Denver.
That's not bullshit.
C-Mac's cap hit this season is $9.4 million. So
bye. That's
it. They not cutting.
He's only 9.4. Yeah, but his dead cap hit is like $22 million. Damn.
So, hey,
unless he restructures.
The Broncos pretty much told y'all dead money don't mean nothing these days.
Yeah, and it's a cash total of $16 million. So his cap hit's only 9. So he's 10th on the team. So Debo and Brandon Ayuk are both way higher than him, and obviously if not both, their asses are gone this season. I think.
Yeah,
Debo's gone. Debo's definitely gone. He's not. He wants to go to
Debo gone.
Maybe he can change his wardrobe out of once he leaves San Francisco.
Oh Lord Jesus! Yo man, I don't even want to talk about his wardrobe. Anyway, let's go to the 10th and final question. Will the Eagles acquire Myles Garrett? I think you guys already answered that earlier.
No.
No.
And that's not hate. We talking money wise.
No.
I think the Lions are gonna be the team all in on Myles Garrett.
No, just money wise. They really, I mean, they could get him. They'll be overkill, but they don't really need him.
No,
and like you said, for the money wise, they don't need him. They're perfectly fine with the pass rushers they have. They have good young pass rushers. Yeah, for sure. Because you have to give up one of them pass rushers.
Yeah, we got to give up some money. And what, Kwame? What do we 22nd on cap, right? I think we 22nd.
Our cap space looks nice.
20th, 13 and a half.
Yeah.
13 and a half. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
And then Detroit.
Did they add on the new money? The new 25?
Yeah, this is new cap figures right now.
Wow.
Right as this moment, sitting on spot.
After the 25.
And then but Detroit's got 48 and a half.
Yeah, they gonna have a harder time.
That's why Slay's he's not coming back. Brandon Graham's contract going to fall off.
I think he's going to retire.
Yeah, I think Brandon's retiring. And Slay said he want to go back to Detroit.
He retired.
He got 2 rings. He ain't got nothing else to prove, dog. Go.
Man.
Yeah, Brandon's done, man. We really didn't even need him to come back. So we good without him. We good without him. And I think that is the last of the questions.
Definitely cool without him.
Yeah, we're great without him. That's the last of the questions, folks. Any hot takes?
I don't know what's going on in Denver.
Is Israel Adesanye's ex-girlfriend needs to understand her role, that she should not be compensated for the role that she had, and her role was girlfriend and not wife. So
I did see that shit too.
She should stay in her lane and keep it pushing.
Kenyon Martin, stop calling just because LA Hoopers are not soft. If you know, you know. Go watch last night's episode of Sports4u to see why I said that.
John, I was in that stream where you was talking shit.
Come on, man.
When John started listing sets and streets and stuff like that, oh yeah, it's a different scenario.
You don't diss the city, man. Nick knows, man. Nick, you don't diss Nick knows. Me and Nick are from the same side of the track, man. You don't come out here just dissing the east side like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't be dissing LA basically saying you don't do that. You're out of towner too. I was really, and it just bothered me because your son plays at a school, is playing at a prep school, dude. Your son ain't playing at Crenshaw or Westchester or Fairfax or something like that. You playing in the Valley, and there's nothing wrong with that because some of our best ballers, like Nick said last night, came from the Valley. But that's not just piss on LA Hoopers like Brandon Jennings that was sitting right there. And he grew up in Compton and DeRozan, and don't get me started.
Hey, listen, John. Listen, there was Byron Scott. I saw a clip of Byron Scott saying that the toughest player, or no, the most difficult player he has ever had to coach was Kenyon Martin, because Kenyon Martin came in on his own effing program. He didn't care what nobody said, and I was like, that sounds about Kenyon. So.
By the way, Byron Scott, another LA baller, Orangeside High School, Inglewood.
John's heated. Cody, go ahead, man.
Yep.
So,
Crip John.
My thing is, can we have the same level of smoke for? Even though I hate Deshaun Watson, I hate the guy. I don't hate him for what he did. I hate him for what he did to the city. I hate that. Can we have the same amount of uproar for Mr. Good Catholic singer man Justin Tucker?
Can we please? Shit too.
Can I call him Rub and Tug 2.0? Because I mean that I don't know, bro. I know that shit was in the past. Shit's in the past, but shit's done. Come on. I don't know. Maybe that was why he couldn't make a kick or the shit this season. He was trying to tank my fantasy season with those dumbass kicks. But let's just be real. We need the same. Yeah, we need the same amount of smoke that Deshaun Watson got for this guy.
Rub and Tug.
Nick, he not getting that smoke you know why.
I mean, of course we know why. We know why.
He'll be back
Yes.
next season like nothing happened.
But at the same time, like, let's just be honest. Like, and stop NFL players, get the fuck away from massage parlors. Regardless if you do anything or not, get the fuck away from them. I understand it's a great thing and it's part of like part of your training regimen and everything. But come on. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Look,
People
ask
are
Robert Kraft.
coming for you.
I blame the Watsons. I blame the Watsons. They fucked this shit up for everybody.
Man, blame Deshaun. Don't bring that smoke over here. Blame Deshaun. Don't bring that smoke over here.
Nick,
I ain't been in no massage parlor ever in my life. No, me love
They
me
just
long
busted.
time.
They
No.
just busted massage parlor right down the road from me, and I live in like a very white neighborhood, right? Like not white neighborhood, and a bunch of people must walk in there for exactly this shit. Walk in there, and they were trying to offer rubbing tugs to the police, and I'm like, y'all are stupid, so stupid. So yes, like literally, it's out there. So it's like, it's stupid.
Nick, what you got, Nick? I'm waiting for your take, man. What's your hot take?
My hot.
Please
My hot
don't
take.
steal my shit either, because I got a hot take too.
My hot take is that these basketball players back in the day,
You talking about the Tim
the
Hardaway
basketball players
shit?
back in the day were busters.
You talking about the Tim
That's
Hardaway
my
shit?
hot take of the day. No, just in general. Just in general, they were busters. Let me break down why. I wish Michael Jordan would tell me I can't eat no damn food after I just finished playing this damn game right alongside your ass. I'll whoop your ass on this, set his ass right there and took it. And just say nothing. He didn't say nothing. You're a buster. You let this dude punk you. You are like about 5 inches taller than this dude, and I weigh him by like about almost 100 pounds. If you don't go ahead and toss this little dude out the way and eat your food, but it just falls into like how they did a lot of stuff back in the day. It's just like, oh, like when I hear them talk about Jordan, I'm like, dog, were y'all talking about a basketball player or your freaking your dream spouse or something? Like y'all sound crazy. I just don't get it.
And that
The players of today will never do nothing crazy like that. If you talk to these players crazy like that, you got good luck. That's all I got to say.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball players back in the day were busters. That's all I got to say. Ain't no way.
I got you. Listen. I got an tremendous amount of respect for the old school players, 80s and 90s. I don't know about the 70s. They were playing plumbers and shit, but 90s to me was the most grit like era of basketball, and they actually still had hand checking and all that other shit. So I can't disrespect them. I respect the new school too. I do. The only person I got smoked with for real is John Morant. I don't really like how he handled, and AE too, Anthony Edwards. But that's not my smoke. Kwame, go ahead. I'll be the last one. What's your hot take?
I'm just gonna say go Birds. That's all.
Go. What? You ain't what?
That's all. That's all I got. Go Birds.
What? I should drop you from the stage, man. What the fuck? Like
My Phillies coming up next. Get
Who's your
ready.
favorite Philly player? Your favorite Philly
Oh no,
player?
nah.
Of all time?
Yes.
Probably John Krupp or something like that. Just going back in the day.
Crucky's
John
a good one.
Krupp.
That's a good
Yeah.
one. Crucky's a good one, man.
Yeah. Those guys were fun back in the day.
Mike Schmidt, Crucky.
Yeah.
I was a
We ain't
like,
well, I'm gonna stay out of the baseball conversation right now.
aren't you a Dodgers fan? John?
Yeah, damn right.
What the fuck? Like what? Okay. Anyway.
I wish
Shut up, John.
we had an unlimited
Stay out of the
amount of
baseball
money like
conversation
you
right
guys.
now. Oh, my bad, Tro.
Okay, so everybody got their hot takes out.
I don't want to hear that shit.
John, you just happy because the Dodgers got their little championship. It's all good, man. It's all good.
And it was that in the parade. The sea of blue that was all over LA on Friday.
Y'all
You know,
re-up.
you know.
Y'all got a lot of players coming in.
They could have threw that shit blue in the sea.
Hey.
Nick
an Angels fan.
Oh, Nick, are you an Angels fan, right?
Yeah, damn right I am.
That damn Rendon contract.
Yeah, I know. I've heard it all.
Who's the best Angel of all time?
Jose Canseco? I'm
Oh
joking.
no, that's just out of pocket. That is out of pocket.
Trout? So you say Trout's the best of all time? Is that what you said? I think I heard John say that, but I'm not listening to a Dodgers fan.
I've never heard nobody say Canseco before. That's actually pretty funny.
Played with the Angels.
The best Angel player of all.
No, not Angels. Okay.
Is he the
But you know that.
I'm sorry.
But I mean, obviously, I'm trying to think of somebody else besides Trout, John. You know, not go to the straight obvious, but it has to be Mike Trout.
It's either him or Ohtani.
No way.
Either Mike Trout or
Mike Trout?
Neither one of you said
I'll
Gary
say no.
Anderson?
I'll take Nolan Ryan if I say Ohtani.
Gary Anderson leads almost every category as the Angels all time besides like WAR. Come on now. And he's only the one. He won.
Look, I said my favorite. I didn't say best. I said Vladdy's my favorite.
I'll still probably go Trout over Gary Anderson. But
I know it's Gary Anderson, but I said Vladdy because Vladdy's my favorite.
Oh, I mean, if you're your favorite, that's fine.
No.
But I'm just saying best.
I'll say Trout over Gary Anderson, but I'm not saying Ohtani. Oh yeah, it's probably between Trout and Gary Anderson for sure.
Casey, sorry.
You said what?
I got on a baseball tip. I was trying to get a.
No, you good.
You good.
Get the fuck out of here though.
Let me get my little hot take out of here, man. Let me get my hot take. This is a fresh one, fresh off the presses. This actually happened. I'm in these Twitter streets. I don't know if you paid attention to what I was tweeting or what I said, but apparently my guy Steve Smith likes to go behind folks and bust people's wives. My hot take is, man.
Why are people shocked?
Listen.
Hold on, Steve Smith.
Steve Smith Sr.
Yes.
Yes. Over here knocking people's wives off. This is funny.
Oh man.
Did you hear about Eddie Jones?
Eddie Jones? No.
That's crazy.
The Eddie Jones beef with Tim Hardaway.
What happened?
I never knew that story.
Oh yeah. That's like Halliburton.
Yeah, our cousins. Tim Hardaway doesn't like Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton tweeted back something online saying, ask him why. Because Eddie Jones got Tim Hardaway's wife back in the day.
Oh.
So he's another one.
Hey.
Tim Hardaway got some beef.
This got to be when Eddie was in Miami then.
Yes. And they got him out of there real fast after Tim Hardaway got
You listen.
Sure did.
Y'all want to know something even crazier?
Mm-hmm.
I found this out maybe like a couple weeks ago. Do you know why Steve Nash divorced his wife?
That one is funny.
Nah.
Steve Nash divorced his wife. Listen, no, this is crazy. He found out his wife was having an affair with Barbosa. But that's not even the big part. That's not even the big part. Listen, huh?
I think Nick posted that in the chat. Neither somebody posted that in our chat one day.
No, but check this out. No, it's more to the shit. She not only had an affair with Barbosa, but she had a baby.
Go ahead, Casey.
The baby wasn't even Barbosa. It was Jason Richardson's baby.
It was Jason Richardson.
Whoa.
It was.
Yep.
Listen, what that shit went under the radar so long, I had no idea.
No, the worst affair of all time had to be Delonte West.
Oh, wait, we ain't gonna talk about the king. We ain't gonna talk about the king. I'm sorry, we're not gonna do.
That was the worst.
We ain't gonna talk about the king. What?
I mean, look how karma caught up to Delonte West, man.
That was the worst.
That's hate. No, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that.
Oh, I'm not hating. I'm just saying, actions have consequences, though.
That we're not doing that.
Delonte West got some serious.
That shit that's going on with him was going on way before that. Yeah, he got his own demons. That was going on way before that.
But That's just my hot take on
Hey,
shit.
look. Hey, look. Hey, if y'all notice, after that, LeBron's mom for sure stopped being on the sidelines.
Yep. Stay in the back. Stay in the locker room.
Hey,
Actually, no,
LeBron's
don't stay in
mom
the locker room.
was keep your ass at home.
Wait, hey, I just thought about something.
Keep your fast ass at home.
Wasn't Hulk Hogan's wife doing something with somebody?
Yeah, she messed with one of Hulk Hogan's homeboys. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
That was my divorce. She smashed one of his daughter's friends. The young dude she was with.
Hey, she made a good choice. She made a good career choice. You know,
It's on tape too.
Oh shit!
Wait. Was he black?
Oh my god!
I was about to say, Nick. I was about to...
But look, man, look.
Hey, look. Hey, look.
I was going to say this. Look,
I'm
check
just
this
asking
out.
the question, dog. I'm just asking the question.
What?
Was he black?
What's the question?
Was it Bubba the Love Sponge?
Was he black?
That was Bubba the Love Sponge. Yeah, that was that one. That video.
Oh my god! There's a whole
Oh
video.
Lord.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Oh man, that's pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Okay, so let me finish mine. So I got smoke with the guy who aired it out, aired his wife out, aired Steve Smith out, and put Steve Smith's telephone number on the internet for everybody to like just dial it up.
Don't do that.
Like that's lame. Like, bro, that's Tinder.
That's like 12.
That's
That's like 12-year-old.
oh shit.
Yeah,
That's weak.
that's weak as hell. It's like, bro, handle that with your wife.
I see them gonna fight.
Yeah, Steve Smith will throw them hands, and two, that's your fault. You should have handled your wife the way you should have handled her. And if you found that out, just divorce her. You got the evidence. You showing the evidence everywhere. It's been like 5 different like pictures of text messages between her and Steve Smith, and it's graphic.
Candace, he could have called Steve Smith like a man. He didn't have to put that man's phone number out there on social media. That's
foul.
No, you don't do that. You could have easily handled that situation better as a man. You don't put nobody out there because who know all these type of creeps when we call it Steve Smith's phone now. You gonna probably get a number change.
You got to.
We ain't got to change already.
For sure, got to change his number.
Yeah, and he does
yeah.
all that. He
Yeah.
does all
Like,
the
yeah.
stuff for wide receivers. I don't know if you guys follow him like that, but like he does all the breakdowns for all the draft, all the combine, and all the wide receiver stuff. And dude does a really good job.
Yeah.
Like he does a really fucking good job. Like his wide receiver breakdowns are amazing.
He knows his shit.
At breaking down film.
Steve, I follow him on TikTok. He definitely is one of those gurus at wide receiver, and he kind of knows.
Well,
East side of the Phillies right there.
What happened?
Hey, apparently he's good at breaking people's hearts too.
Yeah, that too.
Breaking people's eyes?
Wives.
Oh, wives. Oh, wives. Okay, yeah, that.
No, wives.
Yeah. In situations like that, don't go after don't go after the guy. Go after your wife, man. Like, and keep it off the internet, bro. Like, sheesh. You should see the comments. But I like Steve Smith, so
yeah, that's lame.
That's pretty lame. All right, good people. Wow, we are
Me too. Steve Smith.
We are 2 hours in.
Fuck him.
I am going to go ahead and call this a conclusion. We got our hot takes. I want to thank everybody that joined. I want to thank John from Sports4u, Cody from Ballers and Briefs, Nick also from Sports4u, and Trail, who's also from Sports4u, and the wrestling side as well. And shout out to my brother, last but not least, Kwame. You guys have been a great cast. We got this Super Bowl. I just wanted to celebrate the Eagles. I've been talking and planning this for about 3 or 4 weeks with you guys. And I appreciate you taking time out of your Saturdays to come join the KC Sports Show, talk your shit, you know, and also just lavish in Eagle greatness, because whoever your teams are, you motherfuckers won't make it back to the Super Bowl. As long as we around this month, I'm joking. I like to talk my shit. Oh, man. You guys have been great sports, man. Again, check them out. I got all their handles down below. If you're watching this, go check them out. Here's free promo. Go ahead. John and Cody, everybody, give your free promo. Go ahead.
You can catch me and my brother Nick Freeze and all of our brother Mark every Tuesday and Friday. Sports4u, 6:45 Pacific time, Tuesdays and Fridays. At Sports4u, as you see on the scroll, at Sports4u podcast. That's sports, the number 4, the letter U podcast on X, Instagram, and Facebook. You can follow me personally at John Watson 0984 on X and Instagram. Nick, tell them where they can follow you, bro.
They can follow me at 99 Gorilla. It's NYNE, the number 9. You can't spell gorilla. That's your motherfucking fault.
Hey, I know someone who could spell gorilla. The Phoenix Suns.
Oh,
John. It's still Black
You just
History
gotta
Month.
know
You
when.
can't
You
do
just
that.
gotta know when.
I'm still trying to figure out why their mascot, like Mark said, I'm still trying to figure out why their mascot's still a gorilla. We can get the Indians to change from the Indians to the Guardians.
Hey, whoa, hey.
Nope. All right, John. I'm out of here.
Do with a gorilla? That's my question.
John.
Hey, we need to bring back the Redskins. I like that name. I'm joking. Joking, good people. I'm joking. I'm joking.
What does the sun have to do with a gorilla? But I'm just trying to figure that out.
Oh my God, Cody, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
You can follow us on at Ballers and Briefs we're on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, Facebook, and we do fantasy sports. We do mainly through the football season, but it's myself, Brad, and Phil, and Casey's been on there. John and the boys have been on before, or supposed to be on, and I think it was my fault. But anyways, and I will be dropping in on the Sports4u wrestling in a couple weeks, so make sure you pop in with Trell and the boys.
Yeah.
And I dropped our links in the chat. So,
all right, Trell, what you got, man? Go ahead, promote your shit.
Yeah, man. You can follow Sports4u Wrestling on Twitter and Instagram at S4U Wrestling. You can also catch us every Wednesday, roughly around 7:15 p.m. Pacific on Sports4u Wrestling Podcast. And as Cody said, he will be a guest on our show in a couple weeks to go over Elimination Chamber, the fallout of Elimination Chamber. So it's going to be a good show. You can check us out.
All right. And Kwame, we know you ain't got no socials other than, your Instagram, so don't worry about it. Just follow Kwame underneath my guys.
Damn. He's like, no, you're my brother, but fuck off. That's what you get. You ain't getting no love. No love for Kwame.
I love him.
No love for Kwame.
Just follow the KC Sports Show. You'll be supporting him indirectly if you follow me. All right. Well,
dang.
I love you all the same, man. I appreciate you guys coming on the show. Again, we got sponsorships. Factor 75 down below. Also, what's the other one? Bet US down below, 125% off. Make sure you check out the link. 125% off on me. And then also we got Poggers, 10% off your first order. Use my code KCSports10. And before we get out of here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you share the link. If you're watching this anywhere else or listening to it on the podcast, share the link. Helps. Again, I want to thank all you good fellas for joining us. This is the KC Sports Show, and we are getting out of here. You guys have a great night. Stay dangerous out here in these streets, good people. Peace.
Peace out.
Luka!
Need 14 and a half.